What's up everyone, 3D Print 747 here, back again with another video. A friend of mine has a need for a bike light, and he found this model on Thingiverse. So I went ahead and printed it in PETG, and it turned out good. I used 6 walls, 90% infill, just to make it not be able to snap real easy. But he wants it a little flexible because these tabs in here have to give way as the light, I guess, twists into the part. You can see that there. And I printed a bunch just because, instead of printing one, might as well print a bunch, right? That way if they break, then he has a replacement, or 7. And then I got to thinking, well, PETG is all well and good, and I'm sure this will probably be fine, but I wanted to do something different, something a little stronger. So I picked this up. This is Polymaker Fiberon PETG RCF, which is a recycled carbon fiber PETG. I've never used it before. So I have no idea how this is going to print. I have no idea the profile I'm going to use. I don't know if I can just use a standard PETG CF, but we're going to give it a shot, and I'll let you know the results and how much stronger or weaker it is than the PETG with the 90% infill and the 6 walls. What I'm hoping to do is maybe drop the wall count and also the infill so it is a little more flexible, but not to the point where it snaps. Like, that was the issue I had with these when the infill wasn't as great and the walls, I didn't have as many walls. It would just snap. I could push this out with my finger, these little pieces right there. But now with increasing the walls to 6 and increasing the infill, it's fine. So let's get this on the printer and let's see how it turns out. Alright, so what I just noticed is that the poop chute is full. And it fell off of the printer. And I'm getting a printer error, so I don't know why it's printer error up on the screen here. You can see it there. It just says printer error. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the spool off, and then I'm going to power it on and off. Make sure we don't tangle this. Grab that. And this was the original PETG that I was doing the original tests on. So unload completed, and I'm going to power this off. Flip the switch, hit it back on, and let's get this unwrapped. Polymaker always comes with it taped to the edge here, which is nice, but you lose, not a big deal, but a little bit of filament at the beginning. You have to cut it off, otherwise the filament is sticky where the tape was. So, and maybe they account for that. Maybe they give an inch extra in the roll, who knows. Not a big deal. Alright, later, filament load. And it's going to heat up now. And in my opinion, this is still awkward compared to like the P1S. We are at 216 degrees, 224, 230. 248, and now I can feel it pulling the filament through. And if you look at the Konomi display, you'll see it displaying that it's pulling the filament through. It's pretty cool. I need to update that GIF. or GIF, or however you say it. I say GIF. I've always said GIF. Just to make it something funny. There's so many things out there. I think like Simpsons and all that kind of stuff. So let me go ahead and get into Bamboo Studio and get a profile for this, see if I can find one, and we'll be back shortly. Alright, so here's what we ended up with. Again, we did 15% gyroid infill and 5 walls. Let's pop this off of here. Okay, that popped right off. Right into my face.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
That was funny. Alright. That's pretty strong and pretty flexible. Look at that. It's not snapping, but I can bend it. That's pretty cool. Bet you if I took one of these PETGs, no? But that also has 6 walls and 90% infill. This only has 5 walls and 15% infill. I am extremely, okay, a little mark from the hole. I am extremely happy with this filament. I definitely recommend it for anyone who has to print something. Oh, hang on. Did it break? It did. See that? Uh-oh. So I take back what I was going to say. Let's see if we can get one of these to break. Nope. Alright, so maybe we'll increase the infill just a little bit. Maybe go to 25. Does have some supports there. Go to 25 and see what happens. But I mean, it's pretty flexible. I don't think it's bad. That's obviously breaking because it broke off of here. But alright, let's go to 25 and see what happens. Alright, here's where we ended up. Let's get this a little closer there. This is the PETG carbon fiber. This is the PETG regular. I put a silver dot in there so that when I give these to my buddy, he'll know which ones are the PETG and which ones are the carbon fiber. I'm just going to give him all of them. Just in case any of them break. Sorry for hitting that camera. But these are a lot more durable. 25% infill. This carbon fiber is amazing. And I know I said it before and then it broke, but I'm pressing hard. You can see the circles on my hands. I'm trying to break it. It's not happening. Really impressed with this stuff. If you have anything that needs to go in a car or outside, this is your product to use. And it was only 22 bucks. I'll put a link in the description and also a picture from Amazon at the end of this video. But this is good stuff. And for 22 bucks, I'm going to print a bunch of these for him. And he'll be happy. He'll be good to be able to use these for years to come, because if one does decide to snap, then he'll just grab another one. But they're flexible too. These little divots inside of there are bending in, so it'll allow the light to twist into there and lock, and then be able to twist back and unlock it back out. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And again, I'll put a link in the description for this filament. And make sure you get yourself a hardened nozzle if you are going to print because, as you saw, I ran into that issue where the A1 Mini didn't have a hardened nozzle. I haven't installed it yet. It's in my upgrade drawer. I just haven't had a need for it to this point. I'll probably get it on there because it doesn't hurt just to have it on there. It still prints PLA, normal stuff, fine. TPU. Both my P1Ss are upgraded with the hardened nozzles and the hardened gears. But yeah, I'm really impressed with this stuff. One thing that you'll see in the bamboo slicer that's gotten annoying, I don't know if you guys have experienced this as well. Hit me up in the comments if you have. But when you go to select PETG carbon fiber in the main screen and you go to print, you have to cancel out and go to devices and then go to the external filament roll and select it there. You never had to be able to do that in the past. It's only been the last couple of upgrades in Bamboo Studio where you now have to go under device and go and select the external roll and tell Bamboo Studio what you want to print with or what's in the printer. Normally, or in the past, it used to just take the default from whatever you select when you slice it originally in the main screen. Kind of a pain. I don't like that. I always forget to do it whenever I change filament types. And I'll probably continue doing it like that for the next 6 months because it's just something that for the last 2 years I've never had to do and didn't think about having to do, but now that's there. Alright everyone, thanks for watching. Again, please hit that like and subscribe button. I'm up to 600 viewers right now. I'm really happy about that. Really happy about this filament as well. Alright, thanks everyone.